Syncing audio. Cool. Alrighty, here we go again with another round of some DIY jewelry, and this time I thought we might try something a little quicker, kind of easier, and still pretty fun. So this one is the crystalline pendant, and all you need is... You can pick these up at various different craft stores. This one's probably not a great example. Where is... Oh, there it is. Yeah, the ones that have a pre-drilled hole through part of the crystal, you can just run your wire through and turn this into a pendant. So you can do something like this. You can see that one. There's the pink one. I got that on a different strand. I usually get them in strands where they're all one color. But yeah, you could do even these really fun turquoise ones. Or even some of the little ones can turn out pretty cute too. And same thing with these. They're just pendants, so you can put them on a necklace. Or, surprise, surprise, I actually finally found my keychains. You could put it on a keychain. That's gold. Let me see. I got the silver one. So you can put this on a keychain and make your little keyring fancy. Maybe put this on like the house keys so you remember that that's the house key and not the like a locker key or something. Or you could even put that on a locker key just to remind you of which one it is. But yeah, this should be a nice, quick, easy, anybody can do it, and sometimes they don't end up great. Other times, like this one, these turquoise ones, some of them had 2 holes. Of course, I pick one up that doesn't have 2 holes. Nope. So I would definitely say if you're doing... Oh, wait. Yeah, that one doesn't have 2 holes either. But there's another finished one with the silver. Huh. Interesting. So this one was one of the few that actually had 2 holes. You had... No, I'm wrong. I'm wrong. I did it upside down. That's why. So, in the hole at the top... curved it around and used the wire to hold it in up here. So you can either do it from the hole at the top down or do it upside down like this, so it's got a nice wrapping around it and it looks kind of cool. So yeah, again, these are super easy and all you need is pretty much the same tools as last time. You don't need the thinner gauge wire, so just your nice thick, this is 16 gauge wire, jewelry pliers, and honestly, that should be all you need. So, let's do this one first, and maybe, do this big crystal. So I'm gonna make the wrapped one just for the fun of it, because that was really cool. Should we do that in gold or silver? I think this one's gold, so I'm gonna pull my silver. This is also 16 gauge. I definitely recommend the thicker gauge wire for these types of wrappings, so they kind of hold their shape a little better. Do I have... No, that's pretty much the thickest I got. Alright. So let's just jump right into it. And these are actually really nice, quick, easy. I think they're really fun for like giving that kind of impression of, wow, you really put some time into this. And it's like, no, not really. Don't have to tell anyone again. These are just kind of a... You can impress people with stuff like this. It's like, well, yeah, it still took time. It took effort. But at the same point, it's like super quick, super easy. Anybody could realistically do this. You could do this as like a gift for a friend, you know, your mom. Or, again, the crazy cat lady. You get bored of making wire hearts for all of her cats, so you just whip something like this up real quick. And poof, there you go. She's got pendants for her cats. And now she's happy with you, and her cats aren't leaving dead mice on your porch. Because nobody wants that. That's just... ew. But yeah, this is probably one of my favorites because I really like low effort, high yield stuff. And curve that in a little bit. Do I wanna? Yeah, I think I'll make this just a little wider. Just so I don't have to bend that out and try to cut that off. And again, it's one of those, you can try to go like super detailed with this. Like I went ahead and curved it in multiple times so it's got this nice thick curly key look to it. Or you can just be super simple with it and poof, here you go. Maybe make it a little nicer if you're going for a gift, but honestly it's fine in the way it is. And yeah, you can do that one. You could do like these little caps at the top here. So we'll do that real quick with the gold. This one I think I used a thinner gauge wire, because I think that fit into the holes of the smaller ones a little better. So you're just gonna have to see, it's like, okay, are you okay with it fitting in the way it's fitting in? Because this one, if I remember correctly, that's how these ones worked, is it was almost like this two, actually no, this one had a thicker hole, but for using the really thick gauge wire, it didn't go through the crystals very well. That's the reason why I wrapped them a little harder, or a little more anyway, was this thick gauge wire doesn't go through the hole, so it's almost like you're gonna be pinching it and kind of hoping that it holds. So you could do that, or you could simply make it a little easier on yourself. And I think, now here's the fun part. I pulled this little bit of extra wire I had. This is an 18 gauge spool. Here's the trick for the last one. I mentioned that, but well, here we are. If you want the wider curves on the hearts, you can use these. So I stripped the wire off of this real quick to use it. But it's 18 gauge, it's just a little smaller than the 16 gauge, and I believe this is the piece of wire that I pulled off of it. We're gonna hope that that's the case. It looks like it should be. And, well, yeah, looks like it doesn't quite fit, but at least it fits in there, and it's like, as long as you get a good enough hold, I'd say that's the important part. But yeah, just slip that in there, bend it round, and you can kind of finagle it, try to get it to sit how you like. Man, that is moving everything. I may as well just move this off to the side for the moment. Get back in there. And it's gotta be ornery when you start bending things, it's gonna want to push out, but you can just kind of finagle it back in there. And once you get it kind of how you like, get that little point at the top, because I'm thinking about adding a jumper up here so it actually sits like this. Because if you put it on a chain, it's gonna sit like this. Or maybe more aptly, like that. And it's like, I like it sitting forward like this, so yeah, probably just put a jumper up here so the chain is like this. Or, like I said, keychain. The other thing that I'll show you after I get this wrapped all nice is you can also do just give it that nice wrapped look anyway. Yeah, again, this is one of those you can go fancy with it, you can keep it nice and simple. It's really not a big deal. But I did kind of like I put 2 wrappings on this, and that was kind of nice. I did kind of like the concept of it's like it looks like it's really being held on there well. So I'll just throw an extra couple of wrappings on it. And what do we want to call the front? Bottom of the crystal looks kind of funky. Let's keep this the front. So I'm gonna go ahead and on the back side I'll clip this and the wire and see if I can get it to rest as flat as possible. Because again, we're trying not to make anything that ruins people's clothing, etc. and so on, and all that fun stuff. I mean, if you're selling it, you might have to deal with liability issues and the whole somebody's trying to sue you for damages to their closet or something stupid. But you never know. That's why it's like, just go with the gifts. And then, yeah, you can either, it's like, I've tried to keep it a thing where it's like, if I give a gift like this, it's like, if I am worried about it, I might let somebody know that, hey, if anything goes wrong, you can always give it back to me and I'll fix it. But I'm usually not good at letting people know that that's an option, so it's kind of an unspoken thing. If they find out that that's an option and they want their necklace fixed, then I'll fix it. But yeah. Anyway, so yeah, these are super quick, super easy to do, and they look so nice. It's like you put this on a chain, and it's like I like the turquoise ones, the way they had the wrapping like this. I mean, even I thought this one was kind of cool, the way that one turned out with that little extra swirl up here. And that one's pretty much the same situation, except instead of doing the curve at the top, you kind of just swirl it around and then bring it back into the hole. So instead of trying to get the wire to go all the way through that hole that's drilled, you go about halfway so that the other side can fit in. So yeah, you just kind of clamp it in there. And then you can put your jumper, or in this case I put a little clip, because this was a concept for interchangeable pendant necklace. Another hack for you if you want to make a necklace base that you can put like a bunch of different pendants on. You can use stuff like this or the lobster claws or something like that. Kind of like the charm bracelets and stuff like that, where you can collect charms and just clip them onto your main bracelet. Similar idea, just a nice gift so you can like make a bunch of different pendants and stuff like this, put them on these clips, find a nice chain, and give it away to somebody as a gift, or even, like I said, you could potentially sell these. Sell it as like a kit of like a personalized necklace kit. It's like somebody can have whatever pendant they want at whatever time, whatever fits the outfit or the vibe for that time. Then they can just pick a pendant and clip it on there. Or just go old school with it and put a jumper on this, put it on a chain. And I've realized in my time of making jewelry that not a lot of people like the chains that don't have clips on the end. So you might want to make sure that that's an option if you're making jewelry for selling, is just go ahead and make sure everything has clips on it so it's easy to put on, take off, etc. and so on. I wouldn't recommend the magnetic clasps. They're not strong enough to really hold like a nice weighty pendant like this, because this has some weight to it. These are solid, like salt crystals or something like that. So they have some weight, and I would definitely say those magnetic clasps don't do well holding something like this. I would moreover recommend that for if you are making a necklace with a pendant that's really light like this. But then again, keep in mind that anytime that necklace gets pulled for any reason, it's usually going to come undone. But yeah, I would make sure that if you're selling necklaces with these fun pendants, these quick, really visually interesting, but honestly very easy to make pendants, then go ahead and put clasps on the end of your necklaces. Like I said, keychains, you could do that too, because honestly, this is pretty cool for, like, I don't know what kind of key you would put on that, but that would be a fun key. If you had like a really cool green car, that would be a cool for your, like, your car key. Something like that. Oh yeah, I was gonna show you, in regards to, like, these little crystals, if you don't like them as pendants, the other thing you can do, let's see if I can find that. Let me bring this over here and I actually film this, so you can see just how lovely and organized I am. Oh, there it is. Of course, I can't find it until I bring it over. But yeah, for the little ones, if you don't like them as a pendant, you could make them into a ring or something like that. That one's pretty easy. You just do your ring base, like what I was showing with that ring sizer. So you just take your strip of wire, throw it on the ring sizer, curve it around, and I don't know, what size is this? Let me see. This is, I could say, like an 11. No, it's more like a 10.5, maybe. Yeah, if you can't get the size of ring that you're looking for off of the ring sizer, if you need something larger than, the largest size on your ring sizer, which mine is 10, then I just kind of use this as a form, and I'll bend out the ring a little bit, try to get it to be more like what I'm trying to look for more of my size of ring. This one's kind of big, but some people really do have larger fingers and might enjoy something like this, so it's like, yeah, I try to make sure that I can make larger rings like this. And yeah, like I said, you just take that little bit of that thin gauge wire. I wish this wasn't so chewed, but, well, it's what we got. But yeah, you take like a little bit of your thin gauge wire and clip that real quick. And oh, did I go on the top? Yeah, I went on the top. So when this curves over, it's at the top, so it doesn't feel kind of achy on the finger when you're wearing it. But yeah, I'd go ahead and wrap the one side first. Get that nice and wrapped. I'm not gonna go nuts with making sure that it's nice and tight, because this is more of like a quick example. and make sure you clip that and curve it in. But like I said, quick example. And say you have like a little crystal that isn't quite a good size, and you would like to use it on a ring instead of a pendant. That's actually a decent size. Come on, I know I have... Well, yeah, sure. How about that one? So it's like if you're not comfortable with making this a little teeny tiny pendant and you don't feel like doing a charm bracelet, then you can just slip this right on here. Come on, hole. There we go. Yep, just slip this right on there. And get that nice and lined up right in the middle. Now these ones I'm not like a huge fan of because they kind of move a little funky just because they only have that one point of being held on. But I mean, they are kind of nice in the sense that you can choose what faces forward. It's like if you want the flat side of this crystal to face forward, then you can wear it like that. Or if you want this like really fancy side out, you can wear it like that. Same with this. If you want this side that has this weird kind of thing going on here, you can wear it like that. Or flip it around and wear it like that. I've tried getting it to kind of poke out like that, and it doesn't always work depending on the base of the crystal. But if you were wanting to do something like that, you could probably take the time, shave the base of the crystal down so it lays flat against the finger that you're putting the ring on, and then you can have this fun ring that has like this weird thing sticking out. It could be like a very subtle self-defense ring. You never know. But yeah, go ahead and wrap that other side. Like I said, this is more of like a... this is not like making your own pendant. This is more over taking things that are already made and making them into something they're not. Because these were like on a string of beads, so you can make like a necklace that has like a bunch of these lined up, or whatever the case may be, and it's like, you can just do this. Or if you want to be really fancy with it, you could grow your own salt crystals, or possibly, like, if you're into like rock tumbling, you could take some of these, drill your own holes through them, and then you could like actually make this like your own thing. But these are still kind of fun to just put together real quick because they're so fancy. But yeah, like I said, I personally, I did this this one a while ago. I was making jewelry for that craft fair, and I decided against putting these out there. The next round of video, or not next round, it's just the one video. The next video I'll show is if I have any more pieces of it, because I gave a lot of it away. I made rings that were out of smaller chips of semi-precious stone, and those turned out a lot better because they still kind of moved a little bit, but they weren't like this. They were just small chips, and they looked a lot better. And I actually finished those rings and finished the ends, did the epoxy like I was saying in the last video. It kind of helps to keep it nice and smooth, especially if you're wearing these wire wrap type stuff on like your finger, like close against skin. It kind of prevents that that nasty pokey feeling. So yeah, I would definitely say that if you're kind of like getting in the whole wire thing and wanting to have some fun with it, I would try this out, because this would be a nice, quick, easy. It's like, look how fancy. You can make these nice, pretty necklaces. Like I said, rings. I would totally suggest a smaller piece for that. Yeah, the necklaces, these cute little pendants, etc. and so on. And I lost my keyring. Oh no, here it is. You can make like the little keychain decorations to try to help distinguish keys. You could make something like this for, you could do this for yourself, maybe make like different ones to denote different keys. It's like maybe you have a door that has 2 locks and each lock has a different key, so it's like green for top lock and pink for lower lock. You got your car key, and where did that little white one go? Maybe that's like your car key fob or something like that. Who knows? You can use these for pretty much anything you want to use them for, and it's like, yeah, some of them end up a little weird. It's like there's a little bit of a wave in this one, so you can just keep that for yourself. Use it for whatever you want to use it for, whatever use you find. Or if you get a bunch of these and you don't like how these turn out, just string them. It'd be kind of cool as a string. But yeah, I would definitely say this is super easy to do. Very this is more of like the nice, quick, last minute, you don't have time to do anything super fancy, you just make a quick gift for somebody, and poof, here you go. You put a lot of time into this, and it's a lot of blood, sweat, and tears that went into that 2 minutes that it took you to make this really fun little thing. So, they're kind of one of those things where it's like, they look a lot cooler until you know how it's made, and then they're like, well, they're cool, but they're not that cool. But if you don't know how it's made, they're actually still really cool. And you could easily have someone think that this is like a really nice, fancy thing, and it's like, yeah. I mean, it was made with love, knowing that it was going towards, you know, if you were making this specifically for somebody, it was made for them. So, even though it's kind of a goofy last minute, here you go, it was still made with them in mind. And that's special. So, yeah, if you want to use this as like a quick, like, here you go, kind of quick gift, or just like, again, denoting like all your different keys, etc. and so on, or maybe like the concept of this with the smaller ones to make like a little charm bracelet or something, I'd say go for it. But this has been a quick round of how to make these cute little crystal pendants for gifts or just for you. And I hope this information was very useful and helpful, and you have a lot of fun with it. And I also hope you have a great day, have a great rest of November, and come on back for the next round of Makesgiving, where I'll show you the chipped version of these, because that was kind of a fun one. So stay tuned for that, and hope to see you then. Zelda K, signing out.